some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Sperry. Grabs it in the middle.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got it. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
29 Philly.
To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Berry. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Just feeds the running back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Owens. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slowly take your
sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Got a man, it's Bradley. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Bradley.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking for a man, it's Sperry. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Back to throw, it's Owens. Back open in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to throw, it's Owens. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo is just crushing it out there right now. Almost reminds me of Bills Mafia at a tailgate. They're up by 21 over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. He'll field the punt and look for room. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play. But there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Knowles are facing third and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Berry. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires it incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Finds his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Leaves it with the running back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Handoff to the single back. Plows through the defense. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Coastal Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they so hard, they don't give you a thing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to beat him to the left. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. With the catch, it's Warren. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Warren. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Cricket.
They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Owens. He's got it. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.